So obviously tonight, I'm here to discuss the Long Branch Senior Center renovation project. To start, the task at hand, as a vital part of the community, the Senior Center serves 900 active members in its daily provisions of social, educational, and health services. Our office was tasked by the council and the mayor and team to update renovate the Long Branch Senior Center to better serve its community. The existing facility dates back approximately to the 1950s, and the pandemic has brought to the forefront the critical need to upgrade it. The plan includes doubling the space that's there now with the addition of a technology center and larger multi-purpose room for both entertainment and fitness activities. It was really apparent in the beginning of looking at the project through interviews and site visits for what was needed. As we were walking through the spaces, one particular space in particular was the ceramics room, where the space was being used, and obviously they're making do, but you can see that they're trying to store pottery and so forth, and some of them were getting damaged and things of that nature. So they felt like they were kind of on top of each other. So it was very apparent that we needed to accommodate the following spaces, which again was the ceramics room, arts and crafts area, sewing and knitting, computer and technology room. We were introducing this to the project. Exercise and fitness in the new multi-purpose room, along with proper administrative offices and desperately needed storage. That was for sure needed. A new health and wellness space to provide some exams and screenings, a food pantry, garden area, a better flow of the entry and exit, and also providing outside space activities as well. The plan was for us to take the existing facility, which is approximately 6,550 square feet, and renovate the existing, kind of keep a lot of the framework of what's there, and then add, based on the spaces that were needed, we added approximately 7,000 square feet for a total of 13,450 square feet. The existing building was to maintain, again, most of the framework, but we would be upgrading all of the finishes on the interior and exterior. We were looking to use nautical forms and deliberate design gestures to celebrate Long Branch and create a presence on Ocean Boulevard, because we're kind of on the corner of Ocean Boulevard and Laird Street, kind of directly across from the Bungalow Hotel. And we were trying to create a nice bookend and create a presence on Ocean Boulevard. We're looking to improve and upgrade all the utility systems, and we're looking for better functionality for the community, reduction to near elimination of level changes, create ADA compliance, add more bathrooms, create safer and senior-friendly finishes, and new interior design spaces to be bright, airy, and take advantage of natural daylight. I don't know if you could see my cursor, but the area that's highlighted in yellow is the existing facility. So you can see here on the east side, this is where the building ends. And then if you look at the gray and white squares, these are all the additions that we were looking to do. So we created a new porte cochere, which is a nice element to have for drop off and pickup, new entry, large multi-purpose room, along with the other functions. As that porte cochere I was describing, and I hope everybody can see it okay still, you can see here we have a new entry. So again, if you look at my cursor, this was the old entry, which was really tight and hard to navigate through. There was a long ramp. So we tried to eliminate that level change and create a better entry level through manipulation of the parking lot and positioning of the building. We created a wonderful space, which you'll see some images shortly of the reception area, which creates like a cafe area, library, and a vibrant, space along with a technology center. We've added more bathrooms to accommodate the larger facility. We created a new administrative office wing, which has better access to patrons coming in and out. We created a larger ceramics and pottery room because apparently that's the hot thing in senior centers. So we created a really nice large pottery room with proper storage, arts and crafts spaces. The one good thing that the facility had is that the kitchen area is in great condition, so we're maintaining that. But we're actually able to steal some space from that and create a cooking class area, which is nice. Also, we have the existing multi-purpose room, which is going to get refurbished. And then we have the new multi-purpose room towards the east of the building, which is a very wonderful, a nice gesture, kind of, again, mimicking a little bit the Bungalow Hotel, just kind of creating a nice presence on Ocean Boulevard. Again, just as looking further in, you can see here if you could see these dotted lines on the existing spaces, the ceramics and pottery room got larger, which I think was critical. And then allowing other spaces to have their own area. For example, the Arts and Crafts Center here and the sewing and knitting area. And all of that is still in the existing building. And then as you look at the new building, you can see as I zoom in, the library, as I stated before, reception area, cafe, a nice health and wellness room, more bathrooms, proper storage, and a pantry, right? A food pantry was critical. I know one of the staff members had pantry food all in their office and all over the place to try to accommodate that. So we gave them a proper area. And then we're looking for the new multi-purpose room to have so many activities in there, exercise, entertainment, movies, to provide for that. And we're hoping that some of these areas on the new multi-purpose room spill out to the outdoor area and gardens. Here you can see now some 3D images we created of the new entry area here, the porte cochere, where we could provide protection when you pull in. And you kind of get a sense from the building. This is the presence on the street side on 2nd Avenue, the presence to kind of pull you around the building and pull you into the building. And this is the area on Ocean Boulevard where we have some beautiful sweeping roof lines, trying to have a little fun with the space and create a light and airy environment to be exciting, and you want to be in these spaces. We're trying to follow, nautical and beachy style materials like hardy board and things of that nature to kind of give it a homey feel as much as we can, and try to blend those design ideas. Again, this is now also a view from the rear area that kind of shows some of the garden spaces. So the exterior is going to be just as critical as the building to create a wonderful environment to engage. Again, the interior design plan, we're looking to create something that has a luxury feel, but also comfortable design. The overall wellness, again, adding the outdoor seating areas and really bring the outside in and vice versa. We're looking to have a really quality lighting, natural lighting in the space. And we're encouraging interaction and open floor plans and meeting and gathering spaces. And again, ultimately what we're trying to do is promote community engagement and local pride. These are some of the interior images that we have. Just kind of showing the inside of the space and the entry area. Create some seating areas for people waiting for certain activities and so forth. You can see above here, we have natural light coming in. This is another shot looking towards the entry, looking at the entry from inside. Again, just trying to create a bright and airy feel. And that's essentially my presentation. I don't know if I went too fast, but and is there any questions? I'm happy to answer them.
So Anthony, I just, if I could just jump in for a moment, what I wanted to add to this, which I really appreciate what you did here, is that for starters, Lou, at some point you might want to comment on the $2 million that we've currently received to do the expansion and the renovation, but also keeping, budget in mind. Anthony, this was a conversation with the team about keeping the bones of the building. So basically we're expanding, but we're not, if you look at those images, we're not cutting, busting walls and things like that. So we're kind of using the space that we have economically with the new addition, which I think frankly was a real positive from what you presented to us. And then the last thing I wanted to mention too is we didn't even realize, right, George and Anthony, that we own that property actually adjacent and in the rear of the senior center, which you sort of opened up. And I guess Mary Jane, I know that they had the seniors had a large garden at one point back there. But Anthony, I like what you did in terms of just making it sort of indoor outdoor space that you kind of open up and go outside. So I just wanted to throw that out. And Lou, I don't know if you wanted to just comment on the money we received and how we received that or whatever, but the intent is to keep this to a minimum, to make a beautiful building, expand it, but again, to keep the basic structure that we had.
Only Mayor, my only comment is obviously at the time that we negotiated the redevelopment agreement in question, we recognized that the senior center was probably the public facility which is closest to the redevelopment area and impacted most by it. That it it warranted the use of those redevelopment dollars to expand it. Certainly, it's available to all the residents of the city, and also those residents that have come to live in the redevelopment areas. But we appreciated the connection between the senior center and the redevelopment area, and that's how that allowed us the mechanism to receive the contribution.
I would agree with you, Lou, and I think the architects did a wonderful job working with what they had to work with. I'm impressed by the main reception area. That's very important. That's something we don't have, because if anybody who's gone in the senior center know, that's a very small area when you go in, but there is an open space where you can sit down and you can talk. I think they've done a wonderful job. That's my own personal opinion. And I think all the seniors will be very, very happy when they see it.
So my own personal opinion, Anthony, I think your whole team did a magnificent job. I love the combination of a very kind of whimsical, modern, clean, very welcoming space. And just to second what Councilwoman Selly said, I can see all of our senior citizens who go there being very comfortable and appreciating the fact that they have that space to be together comfortably to chat and enjoy each other's company. Outstanding.
Thank you.
My comment are very brief. I just want to say that it is amazing, and I am proud to have something like this in Long Branch for the seniors. And MJ, I'm going to need a membership. Yeah. I'm going to need a membership.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I think it's great too. I love the color schemes. I love the fact that there's gardens there. And I think that Anthony, your company did a great job in the plans, and really looking forward to that for our seniors. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good. Wonderful. Wonderful, Anthony. Again, kudos and thanks to your whole team. Excellent presentation.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anthony.